Real quickly here, before we get you out of here, Jovan, I appreciate you stopping by. I got a kind of fun rapid fire quick hitter where take it however you want. I'll just ask you quick questions and then we'll end the show from there. So, all right, first question. Will Dalton Connect be on the Lakers roster before next season by the trade deadline?
I'll say no. I think it's close to 50-50, but I'll lean slightly no.
He did not do us a solid in Vegas.
No, he did not.
Will the front office trade away that first round pick?
I'm going to say no. I think they're going to keep that pick for the foreseeable future to have that flexibility that we talked about earlier with potentially acquiring a superstar or even just with, again, looking at how much Desmond Bane goes for 4 picks. Well, maybe you're not looking to get that caliber player, but somewhere in between a Bane and a Wiggins, you might need a couple picks, and having that flexibility I think is important because they are so limited with their tradable first round picks over the next couple of years. I think they're going to try to operate within Rui, the expirings and Dalton, and maybe a second or swaps, but not the first.
I agree. Is LeBron James Laker next year?
Yeah. I think so. 2026, 27, I would lean no, but 2025, 26, yes.
Does Luka Doncic win MVP next year?
I'll say yes. I think he should be the favorite.
And this was a fun topic, and you can take it how you want, but Daryl Morey decided to get in front of a mic somewhere. Where do you value this bubble championship? I feel like if it was any other team that won that championship, we probably never hear about this Mickey Mouse ring or there's an asterisk. But because the Lakers won, there's this narrative that this ring doesn't count. It's in Orlando. I'm sure you've talked about it a bunch on your pod and in your show, but before the bubble, Lakers were the best team in the NBA. Maybe there's some conversation of the Clippers and Lakers as there was so much hype coming into the season, but I don't think that this bubble, this 4-month hiatus really benefited the Lakers. It helped every team. And when the Lakers came into the bubble, they lost, I think, their 6 first games. They looked rusty as hell. They did not look good. It wasn't until they lost their first game in the first round of the playoffs, which was against the Portland Trailblazers, then they started to click and everything came about. And I think it was maybe the first 2 rounds where they dropped the first game and ended up winning the next 4 games in those series and then ultimately winning the championship.
I think that championship is the hardest championship in NBA history, just based on the circumstances of being locked away at Disney World and having to quarantine and social distance and just being in the same place for, I think the Lakers ended up being there just over 100 days from start to finish.
That's insane.
So it's just like that's crazy.